What's going on, everyone? Dr. Tom Walters. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're going to look at 4 exercises for the gluteus maximus muscle. This is our largest gluteal muscle and an extremely important muscle in terms of transferring force from the ground up through the leg and into the spine. So if you're looking for exercises, maybe you just want to work on strengthening your glute max, or you have maybe hip pain, knee pain, or back pain, the exercise in this video can also be helpful for those issues. The first exercise here is called a banded fire hydrant. This is a great exercise because it's going to take our hip into the 3 planes of motion. Gluteus maximus helps with extension, abduction, and external rotation. So if we have an exercise that combines all 3 of those, it's a great way for targeting this muscle. So for this one, you're going to take a band, put it around your knees, and then we're going to be down on our hands and knees in a quadruped position. So from right here, I'm going to think about one leg going back like a dog peeing on a fire hydrant. So if I'm working my right leg, I'm going to combine those 3 movements. So I'm going to have abduction out to the side, extension back, and external rotation up. So I'm thinking about combining those 3 movements and just moving as far as my hip joint can move. I don't want my spine to rotate. So just as far as your hip will go. So kind of get yourself straight, set straight, and then bring that hip back and out to the side. Move nice and slow and with control. For all of the exercises in this video, we're going to go for 3 sets of 10 to 15 repetitions. This fire hydrant is the only exercise that's going to be open chain like this, where our leg isn't fixed to the ground. So this is a great place to start, even just as a warm-up. You know, if you're going to be doing a day of squats, fire hydrants are a great way to warm up your glutes. So go through 1 set and then switch to the other side and make sure you get both legs. Okay, so that's our first exercise, the banded fire hydrant. The second exercise is called a hip thrust. This one has been studied quite a bit when it comes to gluteus maximus. It's basically going to be a horizontal hip extension. You're going to need a weight bench. You can do this at the gym. A lot of times people do it with a barbell and they put it across their pelvis, and then it kind of looks like a bridge. If you don't have equipment, one of my favorite exercises is just a single leg hip thrust. So you're going to find a bench like this, sometimes even like a coffee table or a chair works. You're going to put your mid back against the bench and your arms out to the sides. And then you're going to put one leg on the ground and lift the other. And then you're going up and down, squeezing your glutes, lifting until there's a straight line from your shoulder to your knee, and then back down. So this is really a horizontal pushing movement. So we want to think about training gluteus maximus in this sort of horizontal plane, and then also in a vertical plane with things like a more traditional squat. Okay, so for this, again, go for somewhere in the 10 to 15 repetition range. And then when you hit that point, switch to the other leg. Keep your chin kind of tucked here down while you do this, and then again up to the point where you have a straight line from your knee to your shoulder. Okay, so that's our second exercise, a single leg hip thrust. Our third exercise here is going to be working gluteus maximus in the vertical pushing plane. Our last one was that horizontal movement. This one's going to be more vertical. This is called a Bulgarian split squat. So you're going to use your bench again, and you're going to put one leg up on the bench, and we're going to work the front leg. I'm trying not to push too much with my back leg. So what I'm going to do here, hands on my hips, I'm going to squat down and really work that vertical pressing movement with my glutes. Of course, my quads are going to work here. You know, they're just naturally, your knee extensors are going to work, but I'm really thinking about squeezing my gluteus maximus and those glute muscles. So go down to the depth that's comfortable for you. You want to have kind of close to like a vertical shin on this. So you just got to find the right spacing away from the bench. And then you're just going up and down like this. Again, thinking about 3 sets, basically 2 fatigue, but probably somewhere in that 10 to 15 repetition range. Okay, so that was our third exercise, the Bulgarian split squat, and working on that vertical pressing movement. All right, our last exercise is another vertical movement. This is going to be a tall step up. I'm going to use the bench here, but if you've got some other kind of tall step or a plyo box, that can work well. It's got to be on the taller side. If it's just a regular stair, it's usually not challenging enough. You also can hold dumbbells with this if body weight is too easy. But what you're going to do here is the leg that's up on the bench is of course the one we're working. Try not to push off with that bottom leg. Don't give yourself some momentum with your calf muscles down below. So just think about, you can have your arms forward, just come up nice and slow, and then back down with control. Again, really try not to push off with the back leg. Make it all about this front leg and those glutes. Oh, trying to keep your balance. It should be about those hip extensors lifting you through the movement. Okay, again, nice and slow. You can put your hands here too if that's better. Again, thinking about that 3 sets of 10 to 15 repetitions. This one really is one of my favorite. If I do a number of these with dumbbells, I'll be pretty sore the next couple days in my glutes. Okay, so those are 4 of my favorite exercises for gluteus maximus. We've got the banded fire hydrant, we've got the hip thrust, we've got the Bulgarian split squat, and then the step up. Give these a try. If you have any questions, put them in the comments section. I'll try to get back to you. All right, you guys, see you in the next video. Bye.